Hollywood's anti-capitalism, just a show? Have you ever noticed how Hollywood loves to pretend it's shaking up the system while really just patting itself on the back? Take Bong Joon-ho's Parasite, a film that broke barriers and took home 4 Oscars in 2020, including Best Picture, making history as the first non-English film to do so. Yet, just after the world went into lockdowns, a scene was set. While millions lost trillions, billionaires amassed even more, shining a loud spotlight on the stark divide between the Kim family and the Parks. The chaos of collapsing healthcare and social safety nets ignited a fire of anti-capitalist anger among young people. Wars, genocide, trade conflicts, they all exposed how fragile our modern economic system truly is. Hollywood, quick on the uptake, saw a chance. Echoing Slavoj Zizek's idea that anti-capitalism pervades within capitalism itself, studios funneled millions into content that criticized the very system they profit from, and festivals cheered them on. But here's the thing, much of this satire feels superficial. Ruben Östlund's Triangle of Sadness promises a smackdown on the wealthy, with their lives spiraling after their cruise ship sinks. The marketing boasted anti-capitalist messages, yet midway, the ship's chaos gives way to a more predictable downfall. Power reproduces itself on the island, with Abigail, a low-tier crew member, mirroring the social hierarchies that keep the rich at the top. It's as if resistance is just an illusion. The system stays put, no matter how much we shout. And don't get me started on The Menu. A fancy culinary revenge story with a touch of political critique. It's all about rich folk and their arrogance, exaggerated, yes, but never really questioning why the rich are rich in the first place. Instead, it lets us laugh at their flaws, giving us a fleeting sense of moral superiority without challenging the deeper divide. Most of these films offer catharsis, laugh at the evil rich characters, feel morally righteous, then go back to consuming, believing that loving capitalism or criticizing it from afar somehow makes us better. But that's just it. As Netflix's Squid Game showed, the critique can become a spectacle too. What started as a sharp commentary on desperation turned into a global hit, and then into a reality show where participants vie for millions in a deadly game, ironically turning serious social critique into entertainment, with real consequences and suffering. Mark Fisher even noted that in today's neoliberal world, the audience isn't just watching, they're participating. The hold of the spectacle is so strong that the viewers become part of the satire, unknowingly feeding the beast. Plus, the way Hollywood depicts the poor, often sidelined or punished, makes satirical critique look luxurious and disconnected from real life. Shows like Succession and Severance cast the rich as glamorous villains, while the working class either disappear or are punished for trying to challenge the status quo. Gorgeous mansions and high-end fashion dominate the narrative backdrop, creating a fantasy of opulence that most can only dream of, which only feeds consumption and the illusion of rebellion. In the end, it seems Hollywood's anti-capitalist message is more about performing rebellion than actually promoting change. The machinery of capitalism is cloaked behind shiny images and cultural products designed less to provoke revolution than to profit from our desire to think we're resisting. Hollywood's cultural capital fuels this cycle, making satire more of a spectacle than a catalyst, so the question remains, are these claims about fighting capitalism just the latest show? Or can there ever be a truly disruptive voice that dares to challenge the system at its roots?